Break the mindset. Act today, shape tomorrow. The spark you can't ignore. Picture this. At this very moment, someone out there is rewriting their life. They're walking away from a dead-end job to chase a dream, launching a project that sets their soul on fire, or finally silencing the fears that have held them back for years. Their world is transforming. Doors are opening, possibilities are unfolding, and they're stepping into a future they once thought impossible. Now look at yourself. Are you still hitting snooze, trapped in the same morning routine, watching the clock tick as the world races forward? What if this moment, right now, is your last chance to break free before you're left behind? Every second you hesitate, someone else is claiming the life you could have. The opportunities you're dreaming of won't wait forever. Are you curious enough to discover what happens when you dare to act? The question isn't whether you're ready, it's whether you're willing to stay stuck. Don't let another day slip through your fingers. The world is moving, and it's not waiting for you. The forge of your future. Your mind is a battlefield, where every thought is a soldier shaping your reality. Napoleon Hill once said, "Thoughts are things, powerful things, capable of molding your future." The fears, excuses, and procrastination you entertain daily aren't just fleeting ideas. They're hammer strikes forging the life you'll live tomorrow. Let negative thoughts lead, and you build an invisible prison. Choose to think differently, and your mind becomes a forge, crafting a future brimming with possibility. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb, not because of unmatched genius, but because he refused to let failure define him. Instead of thinking, "This is impossible," he asked, "What's next?" That single shift broke the cycle of despair and carved a path to triumph. You are not your past failures. You are the questions you dare to ask and the answers you choose to pursue. Start with awareness, the first step to breaking free. Your daily habits, grabbing coffee on autopilot, scrolling through social media for an hour, delaying tasks with "I'll do it tomorrow," aren't random. They're chains forged from comfort, not purpose. To escape, audit your life with unflinching honesty. Take a notebook and write down every action you take today, from the moment you wake up to when you go to bed. Which habits move you toward your goals? Which ones hold you back? For example, if you spend 30 minutes scrolling your phone each morning, that's 182 hours a year. Enough time to learn a new language, start a side hustle, or write a novel. Awareness is the spark that ignites change. Abraham Lincoln, born in a log cabin with no formal education, could have accepted a life of obscurity. Instead, he audited his habits, read voraciously, taught himself law, and refused to let circumstance define him. His success wasn't luck. It was the result of questioning the patterns around him. Pull one thread of habit loose, and the entire cycle begins to unravel. Freedom demands courage, the courage to choose the harder path. Every time you say, "This is just who I am," you tighten the chains of complacency. That phrase is an excuse to stay small. True freedom lies in friction, the discomfort of saying no to old habits, and yes to new possibilities. Try this today. Identify one small habit to disrupt. If you check your phone first thing in the morning, replace it with 5 minutes of journaling your goals or reading an inspiring book. It feels unnatural at first, but that friction is the spark of transformation. Benjamin Franklin didn't drift into greatness. At 20, he created a system to track 13 virtues: temperance, silence, order, and more, holding himself accountable daily. His life was a series of intentional disruptions. You don't need a grand gesture. One small, deliberate choice can compound into a life. For instance, committing to 10 minutes of exercise daily can lead to a healthier body and sharper mind within months. Your actions can change, but if your core beliefs remain untouched, you'll carry the same patterns everywhere. If you believe you're unworthy, every opportunity will feel like a fluke. If you believe you're capable, every obstacle becomes a stepping stone. Your beliefs are the blueprint of your life, and they're malleable, but only if you challenge them. Booker T. Washington, born into slavery, could have let the world's cruelty define him. Instead, he believed in his potential so fiercely that he walked hundreds of miles to get an education. His faith wasn't passive, it was a fire that fueled action. Try this exercise. Write down one limiting belief, like, I'm not good enough to start a business. Now counter it. I can learn the skills I need, one step at a time. Repeat this daily for a week and notice how your perspective shifts. Your blueprint isn't fixed, it's yours to rewrite. Action breaks cycles, but clarity gives it direction. Napoleon Hill taught that definiteness of purpose is the root of all achievement. What do you want? Not vaguely, but with precision. Write a one-sentence vision for your life. I want to build a career that blends my passion for technology with helping others. Visualize it daily. See yourself living it. Feel the excitement in your bones. Walt Disney didn't just dream of a magical place. He sketched Disneyland, planned every detail, and built it brick by brick. Clarity turns dreams into plans. To make it practical, set one specific goal this week. If you want to write a book, commit to 100 words a day. That's a 36,500 word manuscript in a year. Action compounds, but only if you start. Discipline is the bridge between vision and reality. It's not glamorous. It's the quiet commitment to show up when motivation fades. Henry Ford didn't revolutionize the auto industry with bursts of inspiration. He showed up daily, refining his process, and refused to settle. Create a simple system. If your goal is to learn coding, study for 15 minutes every morning. Use a habit tracker app to mark your progress. Consistency builds momentum, and small actions add up. For example, writing one page a day leads to a 365-page book in a year. Discipline isn't punishment, it's liberation. The world is always changing, and you must adapt to thrive. Edison didn't invent the light bulb in one try. He tested thousands of materials, adjusting with each failure. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? A job that drains you? A fear of rejection? Let it go and ask, what can I learn from this? If a job application fails, refine your resume or learn a new skill. Adaptability is the courage to evolve. Resilience keeps you moving through adversity. Andrew Carnegie rose from a poor immigrant to an industry titan by facing hardship head-on. When you want to quit, name the obstacle, fear, doubt, and take one small step against it. If public speaking scares you, practice a 2-minute speech in front of a mirror. Every setback is a lesson. Every failure is a teacher. Gratitude transforms your perspective. It's not about ignoring pain, but finding meaning in the struggle. Each night, write down 3 things you're thankful for. A warm meal, a supportive friend, the chance to try again. This practice rewires your mind to see possibility. Napoleon Hill believed a positive mental attitude was the foundation of success, and gratitude builds that foundation. Finally, never stop learning. Leonardo da Vinci, Marie Curie, and Steve Jobs were relentless learners, chasing knowledge like a lifeline. Commit to learning one new thing this week. Read a chapter, watch a tutorial, or experiment with a new skill. Curiosity fuels growth, and the world rewards those who stay hungry. The moment is yours. You are not your past. You are the potential of your future. The chains of habit, doubt, and fear are real, but they're breakable. Every thought, every action, every moment is a chance to rewrite your story. The world isn't waiting, and you don't need permission or perfection. Someone out there is already moving, seizing the opportunities you're hesitating over. Don't let them leave you behind. Start today. Pick one habit to disrupt. Swap phone time for journaling. Challenge one belief. I'm not enough becomes I'm learning to be enough. Take one action. Write 100 words. Run for 10 minutes. Learn one new term. Write it down. Do it now. Your life starts in this moment. The version of you that dares to become is waiting. What's your next step? The clock is ticking.